Oh, hey,
Hi.
welcome y'all as you're coming in. I just want you to know I brought Santa with me. I brought my Christmas cup with my grandkids on them. Look at them. Do they look great or what? Yeah. Welcome to the Great Christmas Giveaway. We're excited you're here.
Okay, I brought my granny's snowman earrings. Can you see that?
Oh,
Did
you steal those from your granny? I'm not feeling good about this
They
whole.
were a gift. We're talking about gifts today and generosity. They were a gift.
Well, I thought you said they were your grannies.
They were.
Oh, they were.
They were. They're mine now.
She gave them to you.
But yes.
That is nice. That is nice. Okay, I think we're starting. We have so much to do today.
Yeah, we do.
We can't just chat it up here. Hey, all our friends are coming in. It's very exciting to see our friends coming in. We're gonna, we may talk to you in the chat. I may talk to you in the chat while Annette is talking and doing important things. But hey, we're really excited you're here. Annette, take it off.
All right, so thank you for being here and welcome to the Great Christmas Giveaway. We are so excited about this today because we're giving away some things that really mean a lot to us and that are going to move ministries forward. I'm Annette Safstrom, and I'm with my friend and mentor and boss, Mark DeVries. And we are super excited about Christmas and about you. So here's the thing about today. So I want you to listen. We're going to highlight 9 different products and we're going to give away a whole lot of things today. So if you're here, you've got a chance to win something.
And right now there's like only 21 people on the Zoom call. So there's a chance that like almost half of them are going to walk away with some magic. That's amazing.
Awesome.
There's some, those are good odds in Las Vegas.
That's exciting. So listen for your name to win, but also listen with an ear towards generosity. If you hear about a product or we talk about something that you're like, oh, I know who could use that. Think about that because we want to take and invest in other people. So this is a season for us to give, but also we hope you will think about what you can be giving as well. Looking at our budget, seeing that we've got, some continuing ed money left over or some things that we haven't used yet, think about, we can invest in next year now. As we're talking, Renee is going to fill in the chat box with links to things we're talking about and winners and all the things like that. We're not going to see her face, but she is working fiercely behind the scenes.
Yeah. And yeah, everybody's a winner on this call, Annette. I want to make sure that you're affirming the whole group and not just a few select people. Everyone's a winner today.
That's right. Everyone's winner. Okay, so we only have about 30 minutes. So we're going to jump in and talk about our first product that we want to give away, and that is one-on-one coaching. So Mark, why do you believe having a coach outside your own organization is beneficial?
Well, Annette, you and I talk about this a lot, but I often say that if you are a coach and you don't have a coach, you don't really believe that coaching matters, right? If you're a consultant and you don't hire consultants, you don't really believe in that process, right? As we're sort of watching around the country, especially in this sort of exhausting season we've been in for this last couple of years, the folks that we're seeing that have their heads above water have built this ecosystem, not just of ministry coaches, but life coaches, spiritual directors, sometimes a trainer at the gym. They've got people they talk to about their marriage and their parenting. So the whole idea is having a ministry coach is just one piece of that ecosystem. But yeah, we really do believe that nothing quite does the work of just I've got a coach that I meet with regularly, and it's absolutely invaluable.
Absolutely, yeah. So here's what we're giving away. Are you ready for our first giveaway? I'm so excited about this one. We are giving 3 people are going to win a one-on-one coaching session with the Mark DeVries.
How come I didn't know about this? This is a great idea. I'm happy to meet one of the 26 people on this call. I'm excited. Three of them actually. Excited.
We're going to give away 3 one-on-one coaching
Yeah.
sessions. We're going to have 3 different winners. So who are our winners? Ed Lilly from First United Church of Christ is winner number 1. Congratulations, Ed.
Ed, we're going to be hanging out together.
Yeah. Christopher Hewitt, Ivanhoe Congregational.
There's a solid group of UCC folks. 66.6% of the winners were UCC. Congratulations, Christopher.
All right, we've got one more winner for this. Oh my goodness, I know this one, Justin Young, Chinese Community Church of Indianapolis. Hi, Justin.
Justin, I'm excited about driving through your town last night. I spent much longer driving through. There was traffic there, but Justin, we're going to hang out. I'm excited about it.
That is awesome. Congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to jump into our next one. This is a little bit different kind of coaching. It's a more specific kind of coaching. It's called Next Level Leader. We have a leadership expert on our team. His name is Jeff Cochran. Mark, do you want to talk a little bit about his Next Level Leader?
You bet. Jeff has just finished a book called The Next Level Leader, and he's done this sort of researching of top leadership books and strategies, really applying them. He comes from a ministry background, a long history of ministry background, and so this involves kind of this 360-degree approach. There's kind of this assessment involved. You actually there's in there, like Annette, a meeting with Jeff himself, not just one of his coaches, but Jeff himself. Right. So this is kind of brand new out there, a leadership assessment that sort of gives you a roadmap to grow in your leadership in the direction you decide to go.
Right. So we are giving away two,
360.
Two.
Oh, so amazing.
2 360-degree leader bundles today. That includes the book. It includes a leadership assessment, so you can see where you are, where you want to go, and then a coaching call with the author himself. So he's going to give you some strong next steps. So we're going to have 2 winners to that, and Renee is going to put their names in the chat so we can see them.
Oh, that's exciting. Can I win?
I don't think you can win.
Annette, can you enter me in this one?
I think Jeff would have a call with you if you wanted to anyways.
I might need to call him.
All right. Our first winner is Jeff Rainwater. Congratulations, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff. Jeff is a dear friend of mine. Jeff, I'm so happy you're here. Love to all our friends in Colorado. And all, it's not just Colorado. He's in the whole Western Sky Conference. It's a whole bunch of states. Woohoo.
All right. Second one is Gordon Lamfer. Congratulations, Gordon.
Gordon, congratulations on the big win. It's a big day for Gordon and Jeff. Maybe Gordon and Jeff should be friends. I think they should.
I think we can introduce them.
Y'all should. We just did. Gordon, meet Jeff. Jeff, meet Gordon. Y'all are going to really enjoy each other.
Right. Okay. So someone commented that the link in the chat to the Next Level Leader isn't working. We'll get you another one. But also, if you're in this webinar, I'm going to guess that you're going to get an email with all these links later. So don't fret. You'll be able to get on all these landing pages after this. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about, we got to move this forward, is the co-laboratories. Mark, what's a co-laboratory and why is this such a cool thing?
Well, we've done now a good number of these collabs, and the way it works is, especially during this COVID season, there's just like this, it's like running through molasses. It's just so hard to capture momentum. And so what the collabs do, they're really like momentum design and execution processes. So you meet with a cohort, which in and of itself is so life-giving. Often people come out with just amazing friends and colleagues out of these, but you pick a single event or initiative, and there's let's call it 6 weeks that you meet with the cohort. There may be some one-on-one coaching that helps you with your design of the event, so that by the time you get to the end of the cohort, you are at launch or ready to launch this thing. And so this one, yeah, this is this is like a $400 and something deal, and we're giving those away.
We're going to give one of those away. It's a $425 investment. But we're going to give one of those away. Also, I want to remind you, like, these are things that you can also gift to someone else. So if there's someone you know that you like, as you hear this collab, you're like, oh, I know someone who's working on a project and they could use some help. This is a great gift for them. Put them in a collab and let them work with a group. So are we ready to reveal our winner for the collab?
Come on.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
It's coming in the chat. Trevor
Smith.
Trevor. Congratulations, Trevor. You did it.
Congratulations.
On a big win. Woo.
All right, you'll get an email and Renee will get you all signed up for that. That's awesome.
Okay, Annette, let's talk about something near and dear to your heart. Mexican food.
Oh, so much near and dear to
Are
my
we going to give away some Mexican food?
No.
Oh, we're actually going to talk about cohorts.
Yeah.
And we've talked about the collab, which is a type of cohort, but we've got other types. And rumor has it that you are actually giving away a children's ministry cohort. Is that possible?
I am absolutely giving away a spot in Sustainable Children's Ministry web cohort. Let me tell you a little bit about it, because if you don't win, you're going to want to sign someone up for this. So cohort starts in February, goes through November, and we have 5 web classes where you get a copy of Sustainable Children's Ministry. Everything we talk about is in that book. So we're going to talk about how to implement those things. And this cohort has been amazing over the last 2 years because the implementation has been so different from the way it was before. And so we've been able to kind of help each other and talk about, okay, this is working in my context over here. That's not working, but this is. So it really is, you're getting input, not just from me and another coach, but you're getting input from the whole cohort. So we'll have 5 web classes. And then in between those web classes, you'll have a one-on-one coaching call with a coach who will help you implement what we talked about in that last web class in your context. Also, you get 5 of what we call a catalyst call. What that means is when you feel stuck or you just need to talk to someone, you text me and say, hey, Annette, I need a catalyst call. And we will find 30 minutes in our schedules that matches up, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Wait a second. They call you? They call you?
They call me. Yes.
Oh, I think you should put your number in the chat.
Do you?
They
sign up for the cohort, they'll have my number.
That's great. That's great.
We've got one other cohort that I want to mention before we give away a spot in the children's ministry cohort, and that is the family ministry cohort. We have a family ministry expert on our staff. His name is Chris Sasser, and he has done such good work in the world of ministering to the whole family. And so he's put together this ministry cohort to help you develop your ministry to whole families. I believe it's about 6 months. You've got the web meetings, you've got the one-on-one coaching, but you've also got catalyst calls with Chris as well. So that's something to look into. We're not giving that away this time, but I think you really should look into it. You'll get a copy of his book too.
Wow. Okay. Well, okay. That's at least somebody's going to win a children's ministry cohort.
Okay. I want to know who it is.
Okay. Who is it? Renee? Katie Flood.
Katie Flood. I'm so excited to get to know you, Katie. We're going to have a good time next year. First Presbyterian Church of Bentonville.
Gotta love those Presbyterians. So good. So good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move it on.
We're halfway through.
We're doing good.
Right on time. Like it's 1:14 Central Time, which means we are 30 seconds ahead of time. Bam.
Bam. So let's talk about 2 brand new products that we have. Okay. These are things that you can invest in now and use next year. The first one is a website audit. We've never done this. Before. We're super excited about it. Mark, talk a little bit about what kind of impact you've seen a church's website have on their ability to connect.
Okay, we all know how sometimes churches think, oh, if I just get a good website up there, people are going to be flocking into the church. Just like if I get a contemporary service, that's just going to going to drag them right in. The truth is, having a solid, accurate, attractive, engaging website does not bring people in, but not having one repels them. And most of the time, we don't really have a system in place. And we're not talking about like a major overhaul to the website. We're talking about, and with the beauty of this one is that that Mike Crane on our team will walk through your website and identify that the places where the links don't work, or the dates are wrong, or things are outdated, or whatever it is, and kind of give you a whole set of recommendations of how to do that. I sort of feel like it's a thing we ought to be doing every year anyway, right? We just ought to build in and having this, having Mike do this. My guess is once you have Mike do this, you'll just build it as an annual thing every year. So, but just know the majority of the time before a new family is going to come visit your church, they're checking out your website.
Yep,
and right. It doesn't have to have all the whistles and bells, but it can be, most of the time it can be so much better. Oh, we already have a winner. Mona, congratulations.
Mona, hi,
Mona. Mona's from Naples and Mike is in California. Y'all are going to have fun scheduling your calls. That's going to be great.
Congratulations, Mona.
It's great. Way to go, Mona.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so the other thing that's new for next year is a search workshop. So we've worked with lots of churches and lots of people looking to connect with a job in a church. And we have an amazing search director on our staff, Sarah Bailey, and she knows all that we need to know about finding a job in a church. So she's put together a search workshop. It's $75. And here's what you get. You get a step-by-step video from Sarah talking about how to go about finding the right place in ministry. You will get a review of your resume, which I think by an expert, I think that's invaluable. You can have your mom or your sister or your next door neighbor look over your resume, but it's not the same as having an expert look over your resume. And then you're going to get a 30-minute coaching call from a search consultant. So you'll get the feedback on your resume, but you'll also get to have a conversation with someone and get to ask those questions that you want to ask.
So, Annette, you remember that, I don't know, about 10 years ago, Jeff Dunrank and I wrote this book called How to Hire a Youth Pastor. And it was designed for churches that were in the search process. Well, as time went along, people said, isn't there a book that you can have for somebody looking for a job? Mm-hmm. And there's just so many, we can just do this thing so much better. So we wrote the follow-up book we wrote is a book called The Indispensable Youth Pastor. And so the folks that participate or the folks that are we giving this away, the search thing?
We are.
Oh, I love that. So Renee has told me we can't mail anything right now, but those who participate in the search thing and get your resume audited and that sort of stuff, all of them receive a copy of those two books. Oh, look there. Justin has already won. Justin, are we saying your name right? Dillaplane?
Congratulations, Justin.
We pronounced Justin right, though. So
we got that. We can do that, Mark.
We can do that. Okay. We're almost nearing the end here. Okay, volunteers.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about volunteers, and that's a huge piece of especially in this crazy season. Yeah. I'm just struck in that by, I don't know if you've seen this in the churches you're working with. Yeah, Jim,
We are
that
literally giving away volunteers.
Jim, you totally,
You win all the
something.
volunteers, Jim.
That is awesome. Um, so during, I don't know if Annette, if you've seen this, but churches are like having totally reconfigure their volunteer structures. I mean, you remember Nate Stratman and I wrote that book on building your volunteer team, and it was, frankly, pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, we just said, work this process, and the process works.
Right.
And the process still works, but you have to work harder to work the process.
Yeah.
And folks, we've talked about before, when I was doing youth ministry, of course, I'd been at the same church for decades. And so I kind of had these relationships, and we were able to recruit people actually for a 7-year commitment in youth ministry. So we'd get them in when the kids were in 6th grade, before they ever joined the youth group, we'd meet them once a month, do the orientation, they'd become a team, and they'd sign on for a 7-year commitment, right? I don't know that that's possible anymore.
Yeah.
And it may be, what we've got, the language I've been using a lot about volunteers is just, it may be in some context, we just are inviting people to stand in the gap for a season. Like, instead of saying, hey, can you commit for a full year? We might say, because of the uncertainty of what's happening with COVID, because of all that uncertainty, we just need some folks that can do this for 3 months. Could you jump in with us? There's just a lot of creativity that's going to happen around that, which is why I'm excited that we're not leaving folks just with a bunch of advice, but we've got a couple things to give away around this. So tell us what we want.
Yeah, 2 exciting things. The first one is a volunteer intensive.
What is that? An intense volunteer? I've had some intense volunteers, and frankly,
those are not the volunteers we're giving away. We're not giving away the intense volunteers.
We don't give away the intense volunteers. I'd like the joyful, relaxed, committed.
So it is a class led by our very own Bryant Johnson, where you will go through a process of designing your recruiting strategy and working with a coach to do that. So we're going to give away a spot in the next volunteer intensive. That's the next giveaway. Wow. Should we give that away and then jump to the next exciting thing? Oh, Tammy Clark, congratulations, FUMC Lawrence.
Tammy, welcome to the party. It's good is this Lawrence, Kansas, Tammy? Well, no. Tammy, do you live in Lawrence, Kansas? And yes, you do. Well, Kansas will never be the same after you hang out with Brian and talk about volunteers. Just saying.
So if you didn't win the volunteer intensive and you think, man, someone on my staff really needs some help with getting some volunteers, that's a great gift for them in the new year. So check that out. Bryant is amazing, and they will come out of that having moved their ministry forward. So all right, the next one.
Yeah, wait a second.
What?
We're giving away a volunteer accelerator?
We are giving away a volunteer accelerator.
What? Wait a second. I don't know that this budget for this whole thing got approved. We're giving away a volunteer accelerator?
We're giving away a volunteer accelerator.
Okay. Tell them what that normally costs the church.
The introductory rate is a little over $1,500.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Congratulations on this one. This is
look at Renee called you out. She said you approved it.
You got a volunteer accelerator, and I'm feeling like Oprah. This is awesome.
Mark, do you want to describe the volunteer accelerator?
Yeah, this is a really cool product. It's like we've all tried to say, okay, can we do more than just fill slots with our volunteer recruiting? And this is a tool that you can use for your entire church. You can use it just for your youth ministry, but it matches people. It gives you this immediate database, and you can customize it just for your church. So there are certain things that are standard templates like Sunday school teachers or ushers or that kind of thing, but you customize it just for your church. So people indicate the areas that they might be interested in, and then it generates, it's just a very easy process, then generates a report that goes out to each of the people that are, a report goes to the children's people, a report goes to the worship planning people, all the different parts. But it's all pretty automated. So yeah, we've just been using it for, like 6 months, maybe. One of our pastors, one of our consultants who's a pastor, and his son created this, and it's been absolutely amazing.
Can I say a little more about it?
I hope you will.
Yeah, you imagine pastor standing up in front and saying, "Hey, go to this link and fill out this survey right now," and everyone pulls out pulls out their phones and takes this quiz asking their interests, what they're good at. It's like BuzzFeed for Jesus. So we're like taking on a survey in less than 3 minutes. And then you get this report about who would be a great greeter, who would be a great nursery worker. And then they can see, oh, here are the things I would be good at. So it's super automated, super simple. We can't say enough about how innovative this is and how much it's going to change your ministry.
Okay.
Okay, we have a winner.
We have a winner.
Are you ready?
Brandon Blackston, are you serious? I know Brandon. How are you, brother? I'm so happy y'all are getting the volunteer accelerator. Brandon's wife and I work together. We're on staff together for 3 years, and yeah, Brandon, so thrilled. That's going to you. Enjoy that in Oklahoma, where the wind comes zinging down the plain. Oklahoma.
Okay, so Mark, what about our guests who haven't won anything yet? I feel like we have to give them something. I feel like there's something that we can give to everyone as they leave.
Yeah, besides a copy of the out of print books I have in my garage.
Besides that.
So, yeah, we want to give everyone a code for a free check, a diagnostic check of your ministry. And thanks, Renee. The way this works is you fill out there's certain categories and sections you fill out, answer questions. It spits out a report for you and says, okay, this is probably the areas you want to work at. But not only do you get a report, you also get a 30-minute conversation with one of our coaches who helps you sort of interpret and determine your next steps of how you want to implement those results. So am I hearing you say everybody, even the people who have already won, or is it just for the people who haven't won?
Even the people who have already won. The link is in the chat, but you will also get it in an email. But please take advantage of that. Like, you're going to get some really good next steps when you do that.
Yeah. Well, hey, this has been an incredible 30 minutes. And yeah, we may need to do this again.
Yeah.
This
was fun.
We'll have to save up for a year. Yeah. And remember, if there's somebody that you'd like to, give one of these things to as a gift, know that you can do that through the chat, I guess, as well. I hope you all get a wonderful Christmas cup this year, perhaps in a bag, something like this. And great to be with y'all. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll bet we'll see you before next Christmas. But if we don't, come back next Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.